The dark truth behind Pop Smoke's death will shock you. The horrible news is broken that 20-year-old Pop Smoke has been shot and killed in Hollywood Hills, California. The young rapper's life has been cut short in an apparent robbery that occurred just days ago. New news has just been released, which covers the reason police really believe assailants shot the Brooklyn rapper. Pop Smoke was for the culture, and his feature on Jack Boy's song Gotti gave him a lot of recognition and respect. Every rap artist wanted a Pop Smoke feature, and this news was a huge shock to New York and the rest of the world. Today at Lime Report, we'll be covering the dark truth behind Pop Smoke's death that may shock you. The young rapper thought he was safe while he was staying in one of the wealthiest cities in America, which makes investigators believe something is wrong about the situation. Could this have been an inside job? Stay tuned as we reveal all the details behind today's tragedy. Be sure to leave a like and comment "Rest in Peace, Pop Smoke" in the comments below. Brooklyn rapper Pop Smoke has only been in the game for a year or two now. But he seriously took the game by storm. He is one of the hardest rappers to come out of New York within the last decade. You can hear the G-Unit and East Coast influence within Pop Smoke's music, but he had a very unique voice and flow that he sported well over different grime beats. Within the last few months, his music has shot up the charts. His second mixtape, titled Meet the Woo 2, had debuted on February 7th and made its way onto the Billboard Top 200 quickly. Naturally, the rapper moved to Los Angeles due to the increased opportunity and advanced studio spaces. Pop Smoke has been seen at fashion shows, music events, and more. His music was doing numbers, and it was well-deserved. The 20-year-old rented a house in Hollywood Hills, California, and it's tragic that his life was taken at this house just shortly after moving in. Some fans online believe that the robbers were able to track down Pop Smoke easily based on his social media post, which displayed his location. His story posts included bundles of cash, the sky views, and the geotag that showed he was staying in Hollywood Hills. Suspects broke into his home around 4:30 a.m. 4 men, whose faces were covered with masks, had broken in and fired off multiple shots at the Brooklyn rapper, leaving him in critical condition. They were believed to be out of the house within 20 minutes or less, which makes for a pretty short robbery. One of them apparently used the back exit door, making it almost seem as if it was premeditated. TMZ also just released information that they believe it wasn't a robbery and that it was a premeditated hit based on the security camera footage. Officials still have yet to confirm the motive behind the homicide, but there's definitely a lot of opinions floating around. Pop Smoke was rushed to the nearby Cedars-Sinai Hospital, where he was pronounced dead from bullet wounds. The men who shot Bashar Baraka Jackson, aka Pop Smoke, had fled on foot. Police are still investigating to try to find more camera footage or evidence that will lead them to the suspects. They brought in one potential suspect that may have been connected to this tragic incident, but lack of proof that it was him. More information will be released soon on what the robbers ended up actually stealing, if anything. It is unknown if there were any security guards on duty that night, but it was likely that Pop Smoke was at his home alone. It's unclear if he knew the predators or if they were just random assailants. However, police also suspect that they could be related to gang violence. NYPD even asked Rolling Loud to lose Pop Smoke as an artist because they claim he was affiliated with recent acts of violence citywide. They believe certain artists can be a safety risk as it can lead to gang violence, or who knows what. Pop Smoke comes from the hood and frequently raps about how he isn't afraid to protect himself. He is a known Crip and often talked about how he felt people were out to get him. Sadly, he wasn't wrong. The New York Times has interviewed Pop Smoke, and they wrote, "On the Brooklyn-Queens Expressway, he and his crew engaged in what can only be described as defensive driving formations. Rotating order, intermittently speeding up and slowing down, blocking other cars from their path. It was the type of behavior exhibited by those who are mindful that something unexpectedly awful could happen at any moment. Pop Smoke was on the edge when he was at home. Sadly, he didn't have the same beefy security while he was out in LA. Another conspiracy is that this may have been some sort of inside job. One of his childhood friends, Mike D, was also spotted at the home with Pop Smoke before the incident occurred. Mike has shut down any claims of him being involved in an inside job, and he wishes there was more that he could have done. He went to Instagram to mourn the loss of his childhood friend and addresses the rumors. He wrote, "Y'all don't know what's going on. Y'all come on here playing investigator and bashing me on the internet. I would never in my life set my brother up. Just know I got you forever, brother. The truth will come to the light. Until then, sleep in peace. He, like many people, is saddened and heartbroken by the loss of Pop Smoke. Pop had a unique talent, and he had New York excited again with his hard bars and aggressive rap flows. The loss of Pop Smoke has affected many. His record label, Republic Records, has made a statement that read, "We are devastated by the unexpected and tragic loss of Pop Smoke. Our prayers and thoughts go out to his family, friends, and fans as we mourn this loss together." He just dropped his second mixtape, Meet the Woo 2, which got the 7th spot on the Billboard Top 200 quickly. It was so tragic that he was only able to record 2 albums. At the same time, it is a blessing for him to be as widely as successful as he is, with just 2 albums. The mixtape was filled with fire features. He has his fellow Brooklyn rapper Nicki Minaj on it, as well as Gunna, Nav Quavo, and more. He also collaborated with Travis Scott and Travis's group, Cactus Jack. And as we mentioned earlier, this drove a lot of respect and awareness to Pop Smoke as an artist. Nicki Minaj took to Instagram to post a photo of Pop Smoke and mourn his passing. Her caption read, "The Bible tells us that jealousy is as cruel as the grave." Unbelievable. Rest in peace, Pop. Someone must have been jealous of the rapper or must have been a hater. Police say there wasn't any clear intent to the shooting. However, they believe it was either related to gang activity or a robbery to obtain all his belongings. If it was just a robbery, it is unsure why robbers proceeded with ending Pop Smoke's life. Things weren't adding up in this case, but LAPD is working very hard to get to the bottom of this. Investigators stated the neighborhood is filled with cameras, which could be a key point in finding the assailant. We will see within the next couple of weeks whether investigators find missing items from the house or whether nothing was missing. This will help determine the motive behind this tragic event. The house he was renting was owned by Teddy Arora, who owned multiple homes in Los Angeles. She helps oversee the property and stated that there was some type of an event at the home before the invasion had occurred. She took to Instagram to write, "Early this AM, we were informed by a third-party leasing and management company overseeing a rental home we own in Los Angeles that a shooting had taken place at the property. Foremost, we would like to extend our prayers and condolences to the family and loved ones affected by this tragic loss of life. We aren't aware of any of the details beyond what we've been told or seen reported on the news, and at this time we would like to refrain from commenting further as we wish for the focus to remain on the law enforcement officers who are diligently doing their jobs." The home was worth $2.5 million and was in a very safe neighborhood. The only things that could have helped keep Pop Smoke safe would have been increasing security and him being more careful with posting real-time updates on social media. Kim Kardashian has spoken on this before after she had been robbed at gunpoint multiple times. Posting real-time updates on Instagram can potentially put your safety at risk since you are potentially exposing your location to millions of people. Security is extremely important as a celebrity, and this sad tragedy is a reminder of that. When you are winning, people will always be envious and may be out there to get you. This is why it is important to be aware of your surroundings and move carefully. It seems like celebrities and rappers getting robbed or shot has been becoming a frequent thing. We just buried the legendary Nipsey Hussle to gun violence. These 2 losses are very tragic and remind you that celebrities don't always have it so easy. They are constantly seen on social media flexing their jewelry and lavish lifestyles, but this flexing may come with a price. Pop Smoke talks about a lot of his tasks and day-to-day actions within his music. He has a handful of hit singles that are on their way to being platinum certified. One of his first hit songs was Welcome to the Party, which was later remixed by the legendary Nicki Minaj. He is also known for his song DIOR, which is one of his main singles. He talks about shopping at luxury stores as well as carrying his weapon with him. The song displays the amount of talent he has. His grimy rap flows is distinct and his catchy lyrics have people singing along to his tracks. Travis Scott loves discovering newer artists, and he and Pop Smoke feature on his group album on the song Gotti. Pop Smoke killed his verse while solidifying his name in the game. Travis just introduced Pop to a whole new audience, and things were truly only getting started for 20-year-old Pop Smoke. We send our condolences to his family during these very rough times and hope that he gets justice. We also hope that this type of violence can be controlled as this scenario seems to be recurring more and more frequently. Thanks for tuning into Lime Report as we covered Pop Smoke's tragic death as well as the conspiracies around it. This tragedy is a reminder to live every day as if it was your last and to be cautious and careful with your whereabouts. You never know when it's your time to go, so you must enjoy every day. Go ahead and leave a like on this video and comment "Rest in Peace Pop Smoke" in the section below to send your condolences. And be sure to check back soon, as we will be revisiting his case once more information becomes available. Police should be able to confirm a motive, or hopefully a suspect, as this case continues to develop. Thanks again for tuning in. We will see you on the next video.